Hi everyone, it's Claire back again. I'm still wearing the Colour Club Halo Hue Cloud 9, which is this one here. I didn't think I had it, but here it is to hand. It's beautiful. It's a very pale pinky lilac with that strong Halo Hue holographic. This is just one coat, but I actually think I probably need two, as it is showing some of my peeling there. Anyway, this should be a fairly quick video, even though I've got a lot of polishes here, because I'm not going to be swatching all of them. This is a quick run through of whether or not I've got any dupes and whether or not I need to destash any of my pale greys. Marwin's walking backwards and forwards behind me because he's got a treat. So hopefully you don't hear him making too much noise. Anyway, let me first discount the polishes that I know I'm not going to be destashing. So immediately, that's the very, very pretty ILNP. It's like two coats, paper route, and it's a very, very pale holographic grey with scattered holographic in there. It's beautiful. I got this when I saw it on Catherine, Mrs. Cronall's channel. I just couldn't resist, so I picked this one up last year, I think, but I've worn it a couple of times, love it. Definitely not destashing this one. Another one that's actually from Catherine, from Mrs. Cronall, and this is the beautiful Essence Mirror. I don't know why I'm looking for the name, because I know it's called Miracle Stone. It's the number 100, and it's a very pretty, like, soft satin matte, and you can see all of that shimmer there, that iridescent shimmer inside the base, so I'm keeping that one. Okay, some classics. Definitely keeping. I know this looks white, but it is the infamous My Boyfriend Scales Walls. I've probably used, I'd say, down to about just definitely off the shoulder. I don't wear it that often, but I do really like it. It's that white but not stark white, so I'm definitely keeping this one. And I'm keeping this one here is Therapeuta, which was from Debbie, and it's one of the stone shimmer, crystal shimmer, the same collection that Super Cooper came in, and it's very pretty. It's very similar actually, but the base is slightly different. To Illamasqua Raindrops, which is another one that I'm going to be keeping. If these were both exactly the same base colour, I would probably keep the Sinful Colours and destash the Illamasqua, but I'm keeping them both because they've got the similar base colour. I am definitely keeping the Princess Lacquer Sewage. I know this looks more like a taupe, but it is a kind of grey taupe. It's from the Fugly trio, keeping that one. I was kind of not so sure about this because I haven't worn it that often. When I first got it, I wore it a couple of times, and I knew that it was going to be really grubby, the threads and the lid, so it needs cleaning. What's the formula like, actually? Yeah, the formula's still good. This is one of the Zoya satins, and it's tauve. I think I'm going to keep that because it's not worth destashing. It's a matte, so I quite like that finish, especially when you're in a rush and you just need something that's neutral. So I'm going to keep it. I don't have many Zoyas, so I feel like I need to keep the ones that I've got. I'm also going to keep I Don't Give a Rotterdam. This one, along with I Have a Herring Problem, which is slightly darker, which is why these are all sort of pale grey category. I love this one. It's not the greatest formula, and neither is I Have a Herring Problem, but I love the names and I love the finish, so definitely keeping that one. I'm also keeping Opulent Essences Alien. You can definitely see that blue shimmer on the nail. Love that one. And also Pretty Serious Undercover Mermaid, one of my almost favourites last year. It was definitely a favourite, it just didn't make the 17, but I love it, and you can see that shimmer, it's very delicate. And what have we got left now? So here's some of the more straightforward creams. This is Parker Perfect that does have a shimmer, so this one's going to be saved. And it is a favourite of mine. It's an old one that's probably down to about here, so I'm keeping that one. This is Lottie London, and I don't know if you can see a little bit at the top there where it needs mixing up. It's quite a kind of, it's that squashed mouse pinky grey, and I don't have anything really that's, I did think that this might be similar to Zoya's Catlin, but it's not, it's paler than that, but it's still that, it's that same concept of having the kind of pink cast to it. So yeah, I'm keeping this one, I really like it, and this one is called Stay Cool. So here's what I've got left. 3 S's, a nails ink, and the Sally Hansen I know I'm going to be keeping, so I'm going to discount this. This was sent to me by Jules, and this is Heavy Metal, and it's a great formula, great shade. So just down to the last 4. Let's see what we've got. This is Now and Zen, which was part of the collection that Plain Coy and You Don't Know Me is from, which I've got here to hand. This is more of a blue-grey though. This is definitely a kind of pale taupey grey. And I do like this one. It's a little bit darker than the nails ink. In fact, I'm going to, on my swatch wheel, swatch these last 4. So we've got Now and Zen, which, believe it or not, for an Essie is a fantastic formula. I think I'm going to be keeping that one, but I want to compare it next to this nails ink, which is Hyde Park Place, which I think this, yeah, I'm pretty sure this came in a me box. Formula isn't as good as the Essie, and if it's anything like the same shade, I'm going to be destashing this one. Yeah, it's very similar, a little bit paler. Okay, we'll see what the other 2 are doing. So this one is Maximilian Strasser Hair. This is an old favourite, and I've used a fair amount of it. I've not worn it for a while though. I feel like I've kind of neglected my pale greys this year anyway. Yeah, they're all very, very slightly different. Either a touch of pink or taupe or a kind of blue-grey. They are very, very slightly different. And this last one here is Eye Candy from Nailed London. And I believe this has got a good formula as well. I do like these brushes. And that's even paler. Oh, I don't know now what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to keep all of them. Controversial, I know. No destashing this time. I may destash. I'm tempted to destash the Model's Own. Yeah, I'm going to destash it because it is quite similar. Let me just double check that it is quite similar to Heavy Metal. Okay, let's try and do that without spilling nail polish everywhere. Yes, okay. So it's been knocked out of my collection by Heavy Metal. So I'm going to put this one to one side and I think put this on sale rather than giving this one away. So there's a few that I'm kind of separating them, which ones I want to give away. I've not worn this, so I think I've only swatched it once or twice. So at some point in the next month or so, or in the next few weeks actually, I will be setting up a swatch tower destash on Instagram, so you'll probably be able to find that there. Wow, that was a hard choice, but yeah, to me it's too similar to the heavy metal Sally Hansen, and these two I'm going to keep. Yeah, it's so hard. It's really, pale greys are a really difficult category for me, but I am going to keep all three of these. I feel silly even saying it because look, I've still got this huge box. And I'm only destashing this one, but we'll see. Maybe I'll get a bit braver in the spring. Well, that's it for now for my pale greys. Let me know if you've got any of these polishes. Are you a grey fan? And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.